Hi everyone. Just showcasing a project I've worked on for a few days. I got this done a few weeks ago, but I'm just now recording the video to showcase it. Um, so the idea behind it was I'm preparing for an AWS certification. So I'm just building projects on AWS using AWS services to get used to the platform. Um, so the idea behind it is just that the user is gonna be uploading an image. That image will be processed in SageMaker and a caption will be generated. So the main point is that we're going to be generating alt text uh, captions to help people who need screen readers identify images on the web, or maybe just uh, web developers can use it to mass generate captions for their images. So we can start the user. You as the user are gonna call. There should be the URL here. It's textify.lealjafar.com. I'm going to show the link. Um, it's on, the domain name is on Route 53, and it's also behind a CloudFront cache for faster loading. The website itself, the front end is hosted on S3 as a static website, and the rest of the architecture is entirely serverless. So you need authentication to upload, and I use Cognito for that. Once you're authenticated, you can browse for an image, and then when it's sent to be uploaded, it hits the API gateway. The API gateway then activates a lambda function. The first lambda function, um, well, this is the main lambda function. It's gonna upload the image to S3 using put object. It's gonna get back the key to that object, and then still within that lambda function, it's not gonna end yet. It's gonna call another lambda function that takes the image we just uploaded to S3, sends it to a SageMaker AI model. It's an image to text model. I think it's by Salesforce Blip. Um, the model is gonna generate a prediction or it says a prediction, but it's a caption. Well, it's predicting what's in the image, so makes sense. Um, and then sends us back the caption. This lambda will return the caption to the initial lambda, and then this uh, lambda will return the caption to the user. The reason I do it this way is I just call the first lambda function and then uh, asynchronously send the image to the other lambda function and wait for it right here. This is so that if I had them both running one after the other, then this would send it that it's done back to the user, and then the response from this function wouldn't go anywhere. So it's basically this function is basically upload an image, send it to uh, the other lambda that sends it to a SageMaker model, gets the prediction. Once it got the prediction, it returns to the first lambda, and then the first lambda returns the caption to the user. I think so this is all automated, all serverless. Um, I utilize serverless SageMaker. I forgot what it's called, serverless endpoint or something like that. But um, yeah, so the Lambda will run when needed because it's serverless. This Lambda will run when needed because it's serverless. This model will boot up when needed because it's also serverless. So everything is down. Um, not working until you actually need it or it gets a call. So since this model is serverless, sometimes in the front end you'll not get a response fast enough because it's still booting up, which is called a cold start when it hasn't seen enough traffic in a bit, so it shuts down itself to save costs. So yeah, as I said, it's a static website served on S3. This is me as a developer. I have this pipeline of me making changes to the source code of the website. I make a push onto GitHub. When I make a push, and I'm gonna have a GitHub action that triggers on push onto the main branch, and it's first gonna build the website. It's going to statically generate the pages. I think, yeah, I'm using Next.js for this one. Generate the static pages, upload them to S3. They go into the S3 bucket. The website updates, and it invalidates the CloudFront cache, so it forces the CloudFront to get the new files, and then it's on the user's computer. So pretty smooth. I like this architecture. Like, all I do is push changes. If I need to change something in the lambda functions, I just change it and then hit deploy, and all is working. So let's take a look at the website itself. Yeah, I just downloaded OBS. Let's give it a test. So if I go to textify.alia.jaffer.com, I'm gonna need to log in. I'm just gonna cut the video until I log in. Oh, before I cut the video, this is the cognito user login flow. But yeah, okay. I'm logged in. I just use a random email generator thing. Just temp email. Let's choose a file. Okay, I'm not used to Mac OS. This looks good. So let's process the image. I think the model is not up yet, so it's gonna take some time, and we might have to do it again. Let's wait. Yeah, so I have this error just indicating that we'll be up and running soon. Okay, so we are up and running. So the caption we got is a man jumping in the air with his arms outstretched, which is a valid caption. So let's try something else. Let's try this picture. There is a man that is playing a guitar on stage. And one last picture. I don't know why that didn't work. While we wait, I do have a disclaimer that your images are processed securely and never stored permanently. All images are discarded from storage. I don't know why this didn't work. Let's try it one more time. All images are discarded from storage 1 day after processing. So 1 day is the minimum life cycle on S3 buckets. if I go to textify image, I have a life cycle, and it's delete after 1 day. So when images are uploaded, once 24 hours have passed, it will be deleted. And we got our caption. There is a small kitten playing with a toy on the floor. So yeah, this is the S3, and if we go to any image, it should show that it's gonna be deleted. I guess since the policy is we have an expiration rule, delete uploads. It's gonna expire tomorrow at 3 a.m. UTC +3. So yeah, that's it. That's the project. Cool and quick. I had fun making it. Where's the yeah? It was easy. Not, I wouldn't say super easy. It was fun figuring stuff out for the first time. But I like how easy the end product is. Just upload an image, get back in a caption. Okay, thank you for watching.